Hi all, in this video, I would like to share my list of top 10 must-watch films. I won't claim these as the top 10 movies ever made. In fact, these are only some of the many great films that I watched and personally felt that everyone must watch. Let's go straight into the list. Number 10. Eternal Sunshine of a Spotless Mind. Whenever I hear the word Jim Carrey, it's movies like The Mask, Truman Show or something like Ace Ventura that flashes in my mind. I think this highly talented actor was a bit overused for what he does best. Not in this film. If you really want to see how serious and convincingly Jim Carrey can act, you must not miss this mind-bending movie. Jim and Kate Winslet were excellent as a couple who undergoes a memory erase after a soaring relationship. I think this is one such rare romantic movies where a sci-fi element has been used subtly and perfectly. Let's hope Jim Carrey will make more such mind-blowing movies.
What Howard gives to the world to let people begin again. It's beautiful.
Completely. She's there with this guy. And she looks at me like she doesn't even know who I am. What is it?
Ms. Krasinski was not happy, and she wanted to move on.
My name is Joel Barish, and I'm here to erase Clementine Krasinski.
There's an emotional core to each of our memories, and when you eradicate that core, it starts its degradation process. By the time you wake up in the morning, all the memories from targeted withered and disappeared, as in a dream upon waking.
This is the last time I saw you.
Too many guys think I'm a concept, or I complete them, or I'm gonna make them alive. I'm just a fucked up girl who's looking for my own peace of mind.
Look, we're calling off. Can you hear me? I don't want this anymore. I want to call it off.
Number 9. Contact. There are many movies based on the alien Contact. This film stands tall among all. Not because you got hordes of aliens and motherships scorching the earth and exploding everything on their way. In fact, it is the other way around. This intelligent movie really keeps you curious on how a possible alien contact may happen and shows some realistic effects it would have on the world. Jodie Foster's acting is so good that you actually feel like you're in her shoes.
Somewhere in Lyra, I think.
Vega? Can't be. It's only 26 light years away.
I want all these people out of here. Your having sent this announcement all over the world may well constitute a breach of national security.
Well, this isn't a person-to-person call. This may be an announcement to get our attention.
The president's called an emergency meeting.
You know those interlaced frames that we thought were noise? This has structure.
I'm going to recommend to the president that we militarize this project immediately.
There's no reason to believe that their intentions are hostile.
There's no proof of that.
Why don't they just speak English?
Mathematics is the only truly universal language, Senator. Buried within the message itself is the key to decoding it.
Those look like engineering schematics, almost like blueprints.
It is our belief that the message contains instructions for building some kind of machine.
A machine?
It might turn out to be some kind of a transport.
Transport. The fact is, you don't know what it does. It could be anything.
Nobody's saying this isn't dangerous.
They're gonna build it.
Who gets to go, though?
It's complicated, Ellie.
Who gets to go?
By doing this, you're willing to risk your life. You're willing to give your life and die for this. Why?
Number 8. Batman Begins. I must admit, I'm not at all a fan of superhero movies. More worse, I used to think low of superhero films. Most of the times it's like he can only save the world kind of hero battles out with a badass monster and people just run everywhere randomly. I was lucky enough that one of my friends recommended this movie, assuring that it's not going to be the same crap again. I'm really blown away by the way Christopher Nolan has etched out Batman Begins. It's like artistic side of a superhero movies are exposed. Dialogues were great. For a change, the villain is understandable. His intentions were understandable. They're not just some mad monsters anymore. The background soundtrack given by Hans Zimmer is very haunting and perfectly suited for Nolan's vision of the Batman. If you don't like superhero films, I assure you that Batman Begins makes up for a very good starter.
Your parents' death was not your fault.
My parents deserve justice.
I cannot let that pass.
If you make yourself more than just a man, then you become something else entirely.
Which is?
A legend, Mr. Wayne.
Master Wayne, do you
I'll be back for long, sir.
As long as it takes to show the people of Gotham their city doesn't belong to the criminals and the corrupt.
Things are worse than ever down here. What chance does Gotham have when the good people do nothing?
Nomex survival suit for advanced infantry. Kevlar utility harness, gas-powered magnetic grapple gun. What's that? On the tumbler? Oh, you wouldn't be interested in that.
He's here. Who? The Batman.
Gotham must be destroyed.
Gotham isn't beyond saving.
Number 7. Monsters Inc. Pixar's ability to take cool things about childhood and make them into a successful movie is just awesome. It's so true that most of us are afraid of monsters when we were kids. The concept that monsters scare us to generate energy for the world is simply fantastic and funny. But beware, you may no longer scare your kids by using the word monsters once they watch these cute monsters.
There's a kid here! A human kid!
Come on! That thing is a killing machine!
Now is the time to panic!
It's okay, it's alright. As long as it doesn't come near us, we're gonna be okay.
Number 6. A Beautiful Mind. Featuring Russell Crowe as a genius mathematician who, after getting into a classified perfect job, struggles with schizophrenia. Russell was a perfect cast, and his acting as the professor, who was torn between reality and hallucinations, was incredible. You have to watch this movie to see how good a lead actor's acting skills can elevate a movie.
He saw the world.
Where's Nash?
Out there, looking for his original idea. In ways that no one could imagine.
This flies in the face of 150 years of theory.
Congratulations, John.
It's the achievement of a lifetime.
What is wrong with you?
Beyond its limits.
Somebody! Help me!
John, open the door. Talk to me. Tell me what happened.
It didn't happen.
This is not what I signed on for.
I'm not leaving!
Stop!
You can't reason your way out of this.
Why not? Why can't I?
Number 5. Toy Story 3. This movie reminds us why we watch movies in first place. The story features toys who walk and talk behind humans, as they try to stay united when they're mistakenly delivered to a daycare center. There is not a single dull moment in this movie that you can't help but appreciate its beauty and simplicity in storytelling.
New toys!
Buzz Lightyear, at your service.
Welcome to Sunnyside, folks. You'll find being donated was the best thing that ever happened to you.
Oh, may I? Ooh!
Who's Velocistar 237?
Oh, that's just a dinosaur toy down the street. That's nothing. Let me just take care of that. Just a dinosaur.
Number 4. Castaway. Tom Hanks is a FedEx executive who gets marooned alone on a no man's island after his private flight crashes into the ocean. The acting from Tom Hanks is next to none. He really lives in the character, and for 2 hours of the film you feel that it's actually you who was marooned on the island. So realistic and involving is the screenplay of this film. This film depicts very convincingly on what may happen if someone gets marooned on an island, and if he fights till the death to survive.
They think that I am right here. 100 miles squared. That's a search area of 500,000 square miles. That's twice the size of Texas.
From the Academy Award-winning director of Forrest Gump,
We live and we die by time, don't we?
Tom Hanks,
You wouldn't have a match. Any chance, would you?
at the edge of the world.
Number 3. Braveheart. Based on the great William Wallace fight for Scottish freedom against the English, this movie is what can be called as a perfect blueprint for an epic film. The romance is heart-touching, and Mel Gibson, who is the lead role and also the director of this film, was excellent. James Horner background score is also an asset for this movie.
Edward Longshanks is the most ruthless king ever to sit on the throne of England.
Scotland. My land. And the woman he loved.
I want a home and shelter. It's all for nothing if you don't have freedom.
He was driven to war.
Go back! I'm going to pick a fight.
Well, we didn't get dressed up for nothing.
We can't beat an army. We can't! And we will! Would you be willing, for one chance, just one chance, to tell our enemies that they may take our lives, but they'll never take our freedom? If we win, we'll have what none of us have ever had before. A country of our own.
Mel Gibson. Braveheart.
Number 2. Life of Pi. This is the most imaginative and yet meaningful movie I have ever watched. This movie is also like living proof that a 3D can actually enhance even a medium budget live action film, instead of just giving some cheap thrills or throwing some snowflakes at the audience. This movie can make you feel like you are in a state of nirvana or some kind of meditation. I don't want to spoil the movie for you, but I must say the climax is as beautiful and thought-provoking as the movie itself. Do not miss this movie at any cost.
The next part of the story you will find hard to believe.
Number 1. Avatar. Agreed. Avatar does not have a great cast or great acting. In fact, it does not even have an awesome storyline to make it great. However, it packs an unparalleled cinematic experience, and also all those other aspects like acting, casting and storyline are decent enough that they did not play a spoil sport. It is a technical marvel and is light years ahead of other movies. Now and then we see some movies where the technical brilliance was ruined by some lame or a poor storyline. The story of Avatar is a solid one that convincingly holds the graphical awesomeness. For more than 2.5 hours, you are actually transformed to a planet named Pandora. You can easily feel that the planet Pandora is full of life, as if the planet really exists and James Cameron and co had gone there to shoot the entire film. I think Avatar movie has a sublime message to everyone which wasn't actually told inside its story. It is always dream big.
Haven't gotten lost in the woods, have you?
You forget what team you're playing for?
The strong prey on the weak. Nobody does a thing. You've got 1 hour.
You knew this would happen?
Look, at first, it was just orders. Everything changed.
It's crazy here. 4-Rich has taken over. He's rolling.
Going up against gunships with bows and arrows.
Well, I guess we better stop him.
Hope you guys liked my video, and thanks a lot for watching my video. Do let me know your views through comments. I'm very interested to see what's your list of must-watch films. See you again. Bye.